big story of the day. A high-stakes showdown continues on Capitol Hill with senators grilling Judge Brett Kavanaugh and the woman who accuses him of sexual assault when they were in high school. The Supreme Court nominee faces accusations from 3 different women. Dr. Christine Blasey Ford was the first to come forward.
I'd like to show you a live look now. There is a short break taking place, but the questioning will continue for Judge Kavanaugh. Dr. Ford faced senators earlier today. All of this expected to take until 6:15 or 6:30. Now, Fox 5 anchor Tom Haynes joins us here in the studio.
Tom, you've been following this all day, and at times today it's gotten very emotional on both sides.
Well, Russ and Sine, some very emotional testimony on both sides today, both from Christina Blasey Ford and then Judge Kavanaugh. Both sides shed tears today. For Kavanaugh, this was his opportunity to not only deny the allegations against him, but to save his nomination to the Supreme Court.
Dr. Ford, with what degree of certainty do you believe Brett Kavanaugh assaulted you?
100%.
100%.
Dr. Christine Blasey Ford was the first to face the Senate Judiciary Committee for questioning. Dr. Ford read a prepared statement laying out the timeline leading up to and after the alleged sex assault.
I am here today not because I want to be. I am terrified. I am here because I believe it is my civic duty to tell you what happened to me while Brett Kavanaugh and I were in high school.
Ford accuses Brett Kavanaugh of sexually assaulting her more than 30 years ago when they were in high school. The testimony becoming emotional at times, assisting in the questioning, Arizona prosecutor Rachel Mitchell.
Did you or anyone on your behalf speak to any member of Congress?
I personally did not.
Adding to all the uncertainty today, at least 2 additional women have come forward to accuse Kavanaugh of sexual misconduct. And committee chairman Chuck Grassley says 2 other men have contacted his staff, saying they could be the ones responsible for the attack on Dr. Ford.
We've been trying to investigate other allegations. At this time, we have not had cooperation from attorneys representing other clients. Do you affirm that the testimony you're about to give before the...
It was then Brett Kavanaugh's turn to face the Senate committee. Kavanaugh frequently getting emotional.
The other night, Ashley and my daughter Liza said their prayers. And little Liza, all of 10 years old, said to Ashley, we should pray for the woman.
Vehemently denying the claims, calling them totally false and outrageous.
I welcome whatever the committee wants to do because I'm telling the truth.
I want to know what you want to do.
I'm telling the truth.
I want to know what you want to do, Judge.
I'm innocent. I'm innocent of this charge.
Kavanaugh getting angry at times, calling the accusations, his nominating process, and the hearings a national disgrace.
This is a circus.
Again, they have taken a short 5-minute break. This testimony expected to wrap up here within the next 20 minutes or so, and then the committee is expected to vote as soon as tomorrow. Russ and Sine?
We'll see what happens. As the drama unfolded on the Hill, protesters took to the streets in Washington, D.C.
They were there to show their support for Christine Blasey Ford.
We believe! We believe!
Dozens of people marched and chanted their support for Blasey Ford. You could hear them chanting the name of Anita Hill, the woman who accused Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas of sexual harassment during his confirmation in 1991. Now, since Blasey Ford's story came out, many analysts have drawn comparisons between Hill's experience and Blasey Ford's.
Now, back here in Georgia, demonstrators gathered outside Senator David Perdue's office for their own protest in support of Dr. Blasey Ford. As part of that protest, several survivors of sexual assault spoke about their own experiences. And in addition, protesters held a moment of silence at 12:30. Participants say the event was about showing support not only for Dr. Ford, but also for all victims of sexual assault.
We believe Dr. Ford. We believe other women who say that they haven't been listened to and not believed when they're sexually assaulted. And this culture needs to stop.
The protesters also delivered messages to Senator Perdue's office, encouraging him to vote against Kavanaugh's nomination.
Well, stick with Fox 5 for continuing coverage of today's hearings, with more tonight on a late edition of Fox 5 News after the game and also online at fox5atlanta.com.